Hello YouTube, Ask the Robot here with another macOS tutorial. This is a promised tutorial on Pixelmator, and in it we will be making a background similar to this. So the first thing you're going to want to do is just open Pixelmator, create a new image, and you're going to want to make it the size of your screen in pixels, so I'm going to put in 800 and 600 pixels, and there you go. Right, the next thing you're going to want to do, is get out the gradient tool and create a new gradient. Make it one of these circular ones, and you're going to want to have it reasonably dark. With the dark, I think it looks best with the darkest point in the middle. And then just so create a new layer and then put this on. Then you're going to want to go back to this layer, select everything, go back onto this layer, go to Filter, Stylize, Noise, and then change this to whatever you think works best. I'm going to do it at 5. You then want to go to Filter again, Blur, Gaussian Blur. Hang on, not Gaussian Blur. Motion Blur. I like to change the angle to around that. Then you just put the blur up to whatever you think looks good. Bear in mind that you are trying to make it look like a sort of metal texture, so I think that will do. However, you get this white bit at the sides, and to fix this you just have to go onto your original layer, make a new layer, and just fill it in with whatever colour you put at the outside of your gradient, like that. The next thing you're going to want to do is the text, and to do this you will get the text tool, create another new layer, and just start the text in there. Use whatever font you want. I've got this sort of pixelated font that I downloaded from the internet, and let's just put that in. I'll make it a bit smaller. Right, then you just convert this layer into pixels. So right click and convert into pixels, or secondary click, whatever you prefer. You want to drag this into the middle. Then you get your magic wand tool. Select the outside, then hold down Shift and select any gaps in the letters. Then invert selection. You then make another new layer, and in this one you're going to want to put down another gradient. I've already made one, which is a dark green to white with lots of other colours in between, well, lots of other shades of green in between to make it consistent, but you can use any colours you'd like. and you just drag that in there, and then you go into filter, stylize, and add noise again. This time I'm going to use 25, and then you yet again go to motion blur. This time I'm going to put the gradient right up the other side. Just having a look at what looks best. And you'd want it about there. You then, as you can see where it's thinnest in the letters, you get a darker sort of tone of whatever colour you've used. So to change this, you just go back onto your black letters and change them to the whatever colour you've used. Hang on. Another new layer, and then put down your gradient. That's one of the things I've never got to work with Pixelmator, is simply the gradients. They are quite glitchy, but I still find it a very good software. And then that's the letters done. But if you want to be even more fancy, you'd want to go onto the internet and get an image. So I'll just pause the tape and then go grab an image. Hello again, I've just grabbed my image. I'm just using the Apple logo, and I'm going to just drag it onto the layers. Whoops. Just there. And move it around a bit, and then to make it larger, you'd select it, right click on the selection, and transform. And to keep its proportions, you hold down shift while you're doing this. I think it looks good using the Apple logo, as it is the Mac, but you could use whatever one you'd want. Another cool thing you can add to it is, if I just bring this behind here, and you go back to the black lettering, you can go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and give the letters a bit of a shadow. And this tiny thing does actually make a surprising difference. You then just go to File, Export, and you'd want it to be in a JPEG with the best quality. Sorry about the caps lock. And you can also save it as a Pixelmator file to come back with all the layers still there. You can then quit Pixelmator, and you will have your background ready to use. I'll try it now and then come back to you when it's loaded. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.